Hey, welcome. Okay, so we are going to review week 3. So for week 3, just want to make sure I get my laser pointed thing. We went over how do you feel, I feel, and then who is this, and our different family members. So how do you feel? I feel blank today, but I'm a little, so I feel great today, but I'm a little tired. I feel sick today, but I'm a little better. I feel bored today. Okay, so this conjunction, but usually means the opposite or a little bit of the opposite. I feel sad today, but I'm okay, right? So when we say I feel, we use the word but usually means the opposite. So keep that in mind. So go through your feelings. I feel sad. I feel happy. I feel calm. I feel tired. I feel ashamed. I feel uncertain, not sure about them. Okay. Now this one, family members. Okay. Who is this? This is mine. So remember, this is us. Okay. So the husband and the wife. Okay. Husband, wife. This is my brother, hermano. And this is my sister. Right. So whatever they are, if they're married, you just put in law. So instead of this being my sister, it's my sister in law. It's my brother in law. Okay. So brother and sister, they get married, whatever they are, in law. Okay. And that goes the same for mother and father. So this is my father, this is my mother. But sort of for her, that's their mother and father in law. Okay. So my aunt, my aunt is my tia, my aunt, and my uncle. Right? So we have uncle, so hombre, man, tia, aunt, female, mujer. All right. So now I have grandfather and grandmother. Okay. Now, cousin, female, mujer, and male, hombre, cousin, and cousin. It doesn't matter if it's female or male, they're both cousin. So cousin, cousin. All right. Down here, son, yo, daughter, hija. All right. But whoever they marry, their relationship in law. So daughter and then son in law. Son, daughter, in law. Okay. So you have grandson, granddaughter, grand, grand. Okay. If you're a grandmom, grandmother, you have a granddaughter. Grandfather, granddaughter. Grandmother, grandson, grandfather, oh, I messed it up. I forget where I was. It's okay. So we have a niece, Sabrina. We have a niece. Okay. And then we have a nephew, Sabrina. So Sabrina, nephew. I know that PH. Nephew and niece. Okay, niece. Now, when you look at these are the most common you're going to see. Husband, wife, mother, father, right? Grandfather, grandmother, aunt and uncle, sister, brother, niece, nephew, right? So just remember those cousins, right? The only in-laws, if you notice, cousin's wife, cousin's husband, okay? So just keep them, if you get to know your great grandfather or great grandmother, lucky you. Great uncle or great aunt, okay? So those great would be your grandparents' sibling, okay? So these are our family members. Pause, memorize them. Obviously, depending on your family, some might be more than the other. Now, partner is a word people use a lot now, meaning their significant other, meaning partner could be husband, wife. That's my partner. It could be many different things, but people use partner for this relationship, husband, wife. All right, remember sentence and sentence fragments. We need subject and a verb. My subject, Dave, David, writes about the storm. That is a complete subject. I'm sorry, a complete sentence. Okay? Writes about. All right? Dave writes. That is a sentence right there. In my direct object about the storm. Here, the heavy rains. I have my subject, but I don't have an action. I don't have anything. All right? So as we went over many times, vacation is our subject and starts is our predicate. So our vacation in Boston. And so what is our subject? Vacation. That's what the sentence is about. Starts. That's the action. On Saturday. This is a simple way to write in English. We have our subject, we have our predicate, and then our direct object. Subject, in English, we need a subject, okay? In Spanish, you don't always need one. Your verb can be both the subject and the predicate, but in English, we need a subject. So in this one, in black, it's the boy, right? The boy runs. We have our subject, we have our predicate. I can put my period right there and it's a sentence. The boy runs. But I want my direct object. Where does the boy run? To the park. So the boy runs to the park. Okay? So that is the simple way of making a sentence. When you're unsure, subject, verb, subject, action. Okay? This is the short vowel sound A we've been working on. It goes ah, ah. All right? So the short vowel sound A, ah. So I have some words here you would spell. So I'd ask you to spell ham. So you can pause and try and see if you can do it. Ham, H-A-M. This is mad. I am mad. This is sat. I sat down. Okay. So can you spell these? You can always pause it if I'm going too fast. Van. I drive a van. This is ant. Now, if you remember, some people call your tia ant. Some situations they are the same, but this is the bug ant. That is man. This is map. Guess I should be spelling them, but I can spell these right. So are you spelling them? Can you understand them? That is lab. That is mat. And that is rat. So did you pause? Could you spell them? Could you hear all three sounds? Okay. These are closed syllables, which makes it a short A. Closed means it's the vowel followed by one or more consonants. So that's why it's ah, ah. Okay. So this is the most common syllable we have in the English language. It's the closed syllable. All right. Just take a look at them to understand each sound. If not, obviously, ask me. You know where I am. So combining syllables. Been working on this a lot. All right. So I have door, bell. We combine them. Door, bell equals doorbell. Next one, day, time. So I can combine day and time and I get daytime. Next one, hopefully. Yep. Some and one. What happens when you combine them? Someone. Okay. So could you combine them? Now we're going to start deleting or taking away. So I have doorbell. Forgot what I did there. Doorbell, and I'm going to take away the door. So if I have door, bell, and I take away door, what does it equal? Bell, okay? So door, bell, take away door, I have bell, right? So let's see. Number one, foot, step, okay? So I take away step. What do I get? You can pause if you need it. Foot, step, I take away step, and I get foot, all right? Lunch, room, take away room, lunch, room, get lunch. Play, ground, what happens when you take away play? Play, ground, get ground. Bird, cage, what happens when you take away bird? Cage, correct. Okay. And then ant, hill, happens when you take away hill? Correct, ant. And then finally, inside. What happens when you take away in? You get side, lado, side of something, okay? So make sure if you're not sure how you got them, go back, listen to them. These are high frequency words. These are words we see a lot. This is of. I know that's a V sound and that's an F, but it's of. This is I. Remember, that is always a capital word. It's a proper noun, capital. So of, I, am, like, me, is. Remember with this one, tongue comes out of the, you, at, a. So if you notice, this one is lowercase. Okay, this one is always capital. This one is lowercase. And sometimes you'll hear it said, I have a bike. I have I have a bike. Okay, sometimes you'll hear it but it's a. Am, on, he, here it is again, this, can, and look. All right, can you use them in a sentence? Can you write them? Do you understand them? All right. Now these, on, okay, I am on my computer or I'm on my bed, okay? Run, little, remember, consonant LE, that EL switches. Little, his, have, two. This is the number two, okay? We have three different twos because English, but we have three different twos. This is the number two. TWO is the number two. Two, did, be, there it is, of, said, is, now, capital again, I, that, will. Now this is one of the ways we make our words in the future because we don't have a future tense in English. We have to use the word like will. I will go to the park. And then ran. Okay. I ran yesterday. So that's past tense. I will run today because I used will in its future tense. Okay. So keep these in mind when you are studying. Make sure you know these words and these words. These are high frequency words. Can you spell? Oh my goodness. Can you spell these words? Okay. Can you hear the sounds of them? Do they make sense? So go through them, make sure. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me. And we will see how this week goes. Enjoy.